Hello, fellow Nigerians. This is your friend and brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. I just finished watching the interview that Kenneth Okonkwo granted the Channels TV, where he was openly facing the camera, speaking to the whole nation, and he was so convincingly saying, or let me say, accusing Peter OBI of bribery and corruption as it has to do with the just concluded primaries of the NDC. Do you know the man was crying on TV?
We want to bring new leadership in the Southeast because of leaders like this. That is why Southeast has been coming last in Nigerian politics. Southeast people are marginalized in the federal government. We fight to eat. And after that, some of our leaders are conning us and scamming us. I told them that Peter OBI is going to scam them. Yeah, but that is a political con man.
He's been after Peter OBI. Peter OBI has done him nothing wrong. The crime and the sin of Peter OBI is that Peter OBI will not give him money. Never even in another lifetime will somebody like Peter OBI, a man with principles, somebody that did not take anything away from Anambra State, left money and benefits that were duly his, he rejected. What will collecting 10 million do? That he was in a hotel. Kenneth Okonkwo is going to regret this. I'm going to play part of the clip of this interview, crying on national television.
I have just discovered something that is very disheartening. It is not just that they are going to, that anybody who is voting for NDC or Peter OBI is voting for Tinubu. Anybody who is voting for NDC and Peter OBI is voting for criminality. And I will prove it with facts. I will call names. There is one man called Obunike Ohebu, the House of Representatives aspirant, Newi North and Newi South, and Ekusigo local government from Anambra State. He sent an SOS to me. And he said that Peter OBI is now the head of the criminality, that they were scammed in NDC. And he said, Okonkwo went back to his people and made sure that every constituency produced one candidate so that they will not be scammed. But Peter OBI told them that all of them, the aspirants, should go into the field and that they thought they were going to have primaries. Remember, Sereka Dixon came out and said, once you pay your expression of interest form, you are not going to pay any money. When you are now the one that is nominated, that's when they will take nomination fee. And all of them ran into it. Then Peter OBI and the leaders of the Southeast now went and told them, anybody who wants to be House of Rep person, after paying that expression of interest, must pay 10 million naira bribe. And Senate, 20 million naira bribe. When they were
bribed to who?
Bribed to the NDC and the caucus. They call them caucus leaders in the Southeast. This was what he wrote it and sent to me and sent me the receipt. Because they told him he needed money to campaign for his presidency. Now, when they were told individually. So they thought they were now the chosen candidate. That maybe that is the nomination fee. When all of them paid, they discovered there were many. Then we are now told to go into the field for direct primary. And when they now went into the field, they thought that there was going to be genuine primary. And as they were in that field, killing themselves, Peter OBI was in John Wood Hotel. He mentioned the hotel, writing the list of candidates. And after that, they submitted it. You know what he said? He said, I am not disappointed that I lost the ticket. I am rather disappointed that I invested my time, resources, and reputation in a process that is becoming increasingly opaque and inconsistent with the democratic principles it proclaimed. And this is another man from Enugu State, a highly political person, sent to me. And you know what he said? He said, I have a direct taste of the fraud called Peter OBI. Recently in NDC.
But we must put that, yes.
NDC has become a national dialogue for criminality.
No, but just a moment.
Of
Mr. Okonkwo, you do acknowledge that that was the testimony of one person, and it's an allegation.
No.
You haven't investigated that.
Hold on.
To be able to say you did your own investigation, yes, and you found it to be true.
And you know why I'm annoyed? You said I did the investigation. I am the leader of ADC in Enugu State. The same people we fought that they will not extort the aspirants. They are the people that went to NDC. And they started extorting the aspirants. NDC has come out with a statement trying to distance themselves from what is happening in the Southeast. And they said it is the caucus leaders in the Southeast that are responsible.
Yeah.
Peter OBI from Anambra State, Okwesilezenwodo from Enugu State, Ugochukwu Onyema from Abia State, Achiku Denwa from Imo State, and what else is remaining?
Yeah, but don't you think that is? Yes. I mean, I'm not trying to
5 states in the Southeast.
Exonerate.
You know what I'm telling you? We want to bring new leadership in the Southeast. Because of leaders like this. That is why Southeast has been coming last in Nigerian politics. Southeast people are marginalized in the federal government. We fight to eat. And after that, some of our leaders are conning us and scamming us. I told them that Peter is going to scam them.
Yeah, but
that is a political conman. Look at what is happening.
I'm saying that, you know,
again, you will go to diaspora. I don't give shish, but you collect shish.
Mr. Okonkwo, I think it's important. I think it's important to.
The person that he said sent him a message, and this is hearsay, and he calls himself a lawyer. Why will a lawyer go with hearsay? You were not there to see it. But he spoke it so affirmatively, so confident that this is who Peter Obi is. What was he trying to do? To convince the nation, this so-called person that says he wants to be president is a liar, he's a crook. He's sitting in a hotel, and he's sitting in a hotel writing the names of people for primary. Who? Obi? No. You can say that about it. I mean, this is not APC. Just because Kenneth Okonkwo used to be in APC, then went to Labour, and from Labour, he went to ADC, and because he maybe wanted Obi to be the running mate to Atiku, so that he can get what he wants. But because Obi smelled the coffee, he could see the signs, as some of us advised him, that you must leave ADC with immediate effect, because somebody like Atiku is bent on not allowing you get this ticket. I have made many calls to Atiku. Many other Nigerians, meaning Nigerians, called on Atiku to step down for somebody like Peter Obi. But Atiku, because of his own selfish reason, his selfish interest, he never heeded the call. Now, I'm not even sure if he's going to be on the ballot. I want you to listen to this. And do you know the one that, do you know that the person that Kenneth Okonkwo sent him a message and said that Peter Obi was writing a list and that he collected money from people. The person has come live on the same channel's TV to say he never said so.
He said that Peter Obi told us to go and pay 10 million naira, that he needed the money for his campaign.
10 million naira bribe.
So and I'm saying that 10 million naira I paid for information, which is in the message I sent to you too. For the information I got from the National Secretary was paid in the account of the NDC.
Can I ask you a question?
The FCMB.
Are you dissatisfied with your candidate, the presidential candidate of your party? Do you have an axe to grind with him?
I have no personal issues with him.
You have no personal issues?
I have no personal issues with him. So in that message, even in this one you have, read it. The National Secretary told me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you were aware, because he said he was going to use what you had told him as part of his interview yesterday.
Yes.
You were aware that he was actually going to use it as part of his interview.
I told him, not what I didn't tell him.
Yes, what you told him.
Yes.
And clearly, it was dissatisfaction. You were not aware of how he was going to use it, but you were aware that he was going to use it. And he is a member of another political party, of a rival political party. You were aware of that?
He said that the party, the National Caucus, told us to pay 10 million naira. That is the issue. I never said that, and it's not in the message. And I will want this conversation to limit it to what he said, I said. What he said on the national TV. That message he cited is that I said he asked us to pay 10 million naira. That's what I'm still talking about.
Yes.
So I'm telling you, Peter Obi never told me to pay 10 million naira. I never told Kenneth Okonkwo that Peter Obi in any way told me to pay 10 million naira.
My advice to Peter Obi is that Peter Obi must teach not only Kenneth Okonkwo a lesson, but all the other liars that frame up things. People like Reno Mokri, people like Boala, that will come and lie just because they want to create a fake narrative to turn the hearts of Nigerians against Peter Obi. But I'm telling you, this is not ending here. As the elections come closer, you will hear them cooking up lies in the north. Part of the lies they spread to people is that when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State, he drove the bulldozer to go and bulldoze a mosque, and it was a lie. But some people still have it in their mind. What Kenneth Okonkwo did on Channels Television. Peter Obi, this is no longer about you. It's about the destiny of Nigerians. They want to destroy the image of Peter Obi. By so doing, they want to create a fake picture of Peter Obi being a liar, being a crook, being a corrupt person. And he's saying, they give shishi, they receive shishi. And he was crying. Crocodile tears. This man, what has gone wrong with him? Maybe Atiku is not paying him. Maybe he's seeing that he's losing. Because the signs are so clear that Atiku may not even be on the ballot come 2027. So Okonkwo has already cursed out Obi, has already criticized Obi, called him names. And Obi left ADC, he got angry and began to call him names. Now he's after Obi again. Please, Peter Obi, I know you were in the States and you were calling Kenneth Okonkwo your brother. Yes, and you're a person of peace. But this time around, we need to clear this lie. It's no longer about you. It's about a brand. It's about all the people that believe in you. We are demanding, Peter Obi, you must sue Kenneth Okonkwo because he spoke with so much authority that how many people can you go now and convince them? Because bad news goes further. Even when the truth comes out now, how many people will get to hear the truth? So you must sue him. Because if you don't sue him, then you are actually working against the people that are for you. So it's not about you. Others need to learn. Kenneth Okonkwo must be silenced. Kenneth Okonkwo, what is your problem? What has Obi done to you? And you are supposed to be from the same region, and you were lying on TV and crying. Can you see how liars can put up such a drama? And because he's an actor, so he cried out the acting tears. He has lost it in Nollywood. As a lawyer, he's got nothing. In politics, nothing. So he's crying because Obi will not give him money. But this time around, you're going to pay dearly. As the election draw near, many more people will come and cook up lies about Obi. It's up to you Nigerians to hear what they are not saying. Read in between the lines. There will be so many propagandas. They'll come up with this thing about, he said that Christians must do this. They'll bring back the audio where he was talking with Bishop Oyedeko. Because he said there, the Christians must take back their nation. Take it back from who? He was not talking about taking it by force from another religion. Like if he's talking to a Christian, he will talk as if it's that group he's talking to. If it's students, he will say, you students, you young people, you must take back your nation. Take it back from this corrupt politician. Is he saying that the nation belongs only to students? So you will be hearing a lot of new stories and fake narratives just to defame Peter Obi. Don't be foolish. Don't be naive. You need to be smart because they don't want your progress. They will do everything to destroy the one man that God may be preparing to save you from insecurity, to save you from this bad, corrupt government. I believe you are a smart person. You read between the lines and not let anybody come and cry crocodile tears. Meanwhile, they are lying. And the person that you were speaking to has already come on TV to say, I never said that. Kenneth Okonkwo, you will pay for this. All that you have been doing and we've been quiet, Obi has been trying to be gentle with you. This time around, Obi will sit aside. We will not let him get involved. We, the people, are going to come after you. And you will regret what you have done. And people that are like him, watch it. We're coming after you. Your lies will not go far. A new Nigeria is still possible. I had to just come quickly to do this broadcast after watching these fake crocodile tears of Kenneth Okonkwo, but he's going to pay for it. I want to say thank you for watching. Please help me go ahead and share this broadcast with as many people as you can. If you're watching me on YouTube and you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. All those of you that have been watching my videos, but you've not taken the time to subscribe, please, I beg you, just stop now and press subscribe, like the broadcast, and also press the notification bell, the icon, so that anytime I have a broadcast, you'll be among the first to be notified. And if you're watching me on Facebook and you are not yet following me, please go ahead and follow me now. Like this broadcast and share it with as many people as you can. I remain your brother and friend, Dr. Haruna Goro. Bye-bye.